Once upon a time, in a quiet village deep within the heart of Africa, where the red earth met the blue skies and the evening fires crackled with warmth, there lived two brothers whose bond was as strong as the ancient baobab tree that stood at the edge of their land. The elder was Daniel, a man known for his calm spirit and gentle smile, who walked with grace, spoke with kindness, and carried the weight of responsibility upon his shoulders without ever complaining, while his younger brother Joseph was full of energy, quick to speak, and bold enough to chase after dreams that seemed larger than life. And the villagers often said Daniel was the river, steady and calm, while Joseph was the wind, restless and always moving, together creating a harmony that many admired. Their family had never been rich, but they were bound by love and resilience. Their parents had taught them the value of hard work, honesty, and sacrifice. And when the sun rose each morning, Daniel would rise before everyone else, tending to the goats, fetching water, and preparing food before Joseph had even opened his eyes, while Joseph dreamed aloud of leaving the village one day to become a great man whose name would travel across rivers and deserts. And Daniel never discouraged him, always smiling, always supporting, until the day Joseph left for the city with nothing but determination and a small bundle of clothes, while Daniel stayed behind to care for their parents and the land, sending him what little money he could save, selling goats to help with rent, giving up his own comforts for Joseph's opportunities, sacrifices that the villagers saw but Joseph never mentioned. For in time Joseph grew successful in the city, well dressed, respected, admired, and known far beyond the village. And when he returned, he brought gifts and stories of glory, while people gathered around him, cheering his achievements. But Daniel stood quietly in the background, unseen yet proud, until one day Joseph spoke before a great gathering, telling the story of his rise from poverty to greatness. And though the crowd applauded, he never once spoke of Daniel, the brother who had carried him. And back in the village, Daniel's heart grew quietly heavy, not from envy but from the longing of being acknowledged. And when illness came upon him after years of labor, Joseph was summoned back, rushing to find his brother lying weak beneath the baobab tree. And for the first time he saw the lines of hardship etched into Daniel's face, the years of sacrifice that had built his own success. And with tears Joseph knelt and confessed, calling Daniel the backbone of his life and begging forgiveness for never honoring him. And Daniel, with his last strength, smiled and said he gave not for recognition but out of love, asking only that Joseph never forget the silent ones behind success. And from that moment Joseph's heart changed, for at every gathering he began to tell Daniel's story, to remind the world that behind every dreamer stands someone unseen who gives everything so the dream may live. And when Daniel passed, Joseph built schools in his name and spread his memory through stories told under the moonlight, until villages and children across the land remembered the tale of the river and the wind, two brothers whose love and sacrifice taught that true greatness is not shining alone but shining together. And so this story is a reminder that when we succeed, we must never forget the hands that held us, the shoulders that lifted us, and the sacrifices that went unseen, for true success belongs to all who make it possible. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share, so that more people can hear the wisdom of our ancestors and the lessons of our people.